If you're feeling slow, frustrated, or stuck, or even questioning if speed is possible for you, this is the video for you. And I'm not here just to hype you up. I'm here to break down what to do if you're genuinely slow and you want to change that. This really isn't any video about secrets, it's ultimately just the truth. My name is Lawrence L. Johnson, a professional sprinter with a personal best of 10:08. I've ran a windy 9:99 this year, and every athlete that's in my one-on-one training group that went past 6 months had at least one PR in all of their events. So let's dive in. You need to just accept your starting point as a sprinter, because being slow isn't permanent, but denial is. So before anything changes, you have to be honest. Because you can't fix what you won't face. You need to record a sprint, clock a time trial, and know exactly where you stand. This isn't shame at the end of the day, it's just strategy. And number 2, stop training like everyone, right? Because most athletes just copy the fastest athletes without even understanding the context. And that's why they're slow, and you're not there yet. So don't mimic the routine or the training plan of an elite sprinter. Instead, build from the ground up on your own limiting factor. So that means movement quality, joint stiffness, motor patterning. You don't copy those things, you ultimately just build it. Next, you want to master your acceleration, because speed starts at step 1. And if your first 5 steps are off, everything will fall apart. So here's some drills that we use to fix this. 1 are your wall drills, 2 are sled sprints, and number 3 is just resisted bounce. After that, we might even touch up with some falling starts. Because if you can fix the first 5, your times will ultimately drop fast. And by fixing it, I'm not saying move these first 5 steps with increased frequency. In some cases, that's what need to be fixed, but really build enough power and momentum in those first 5 steps, and you will pretty much beat everybody at the end of the race, right? So you want to build coordination, not just strength. Athletes who just lift heavy doesn't mean you're going to sprint fast, because speed is a coordination game under load. So instead, start off with some med ball tosses, some depth drops, some contrast training, or even just Olympic lifts. But if you're in a weight room and you're just trying to PR every day and just max intense lift, you're going to be strong in the gym, but you're going to be slow on the track. So you want to move fast in the gym. So you want to match the outputs to the sprinting demands. And what we would call this is speed strength. Next, you want to audit your daily speed inputs. So how many times a week do you actually sprint? Should be a question you ask yourself. Not drills, not conditioning. 4 times 400s with 1 minute rest isn't sprint training, that's conditioning, right? You want actual maximum velocity reps with full rest. And if it's anything less than 2 to 3 times a week, you're not training for speed, you're ultimately just sweating or conditioning. Next, you want to film, you want to review, and then you want to adjust. So what that means is you want to set your phone up, you want to film every sprint, and you want to check for these 4 things. These 4 things is what I teach in athletes in my one-on-one group called the Core 4 of sprinting. And what that is posture, positions, power, and patience. And if you are able to execute those 4 things, you will be able to run faster at any point, whether if it's raining, if it's into a headwind, or you got a tailwind. If you can master those core 4 things of sprinting, the core 4, you will run faster. What you don't film, you won't be able to fix, and you won't actually be able to know if you're executing the core 4. Next, you want to build your environment, because you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your environment. So that means find a track, find a training partner, and a coach. Or create one of those 3, because speed loves structure. So if you don't have an elite track, that's okay. But if you don't have a good training partner, that's okay. But that means you better have a damn good coach, or the other way around. Next, you want to sleep like it's your job. Sleep is truly one of the best things that you can do for recovery, because no D-sleep equals no central nervous system recovery, which ultimately equals no speed. So that means 8+ hours every night without any compromise. You won't get faster in 2 days, but you will get faster in 12 weeks. So you should track your flying 10 times, your 30-meter block clearance, and your 60-meter transition phases. That way you can measure, you can adjust your training, and you can repeat. Don't just hop from program every 10 days. Stick with one and master it. So that means Shut the TikTok off, shut the social media off, and stop watching random internet coaches. And to be quite frank, that's probably me too. So if you call yourself slow, and then finally you want to rewrite your story, because if you call yourself slow, your body will listen. Your identity writes your outcome. So from now on, you're an athlete who gets faster every week. Not instantly, but inevitably you will get faster if you start to believe that and rehearse those things in your mind. So say it right now if you're watching this video. I am not slow, I'm in process. Then train like it. So here's the final message. I trained athletes who came in running 11.2 and left running 10.5. Right? And it's not because of talent, but because they were committed. So if you're willing to film yourself, fix your mechanics, train with intent, and recover hard and stay consistent, you will get faster. If you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get faster for free, you can click the link in the description and join a community called Sprint University, where I work with sprinters for free. I'll see you on the inside.